Sometimes it just hurts so good.
Jesus Christ.
Today I'm going to talk about Vynsset turning you on. And by that I mean you're on hit effects, of course.
Jesus Christ.
A huge shout out to our channel members for supporting what we do here. If you want to get involved with the channel and the Dice Commando community, please consider joining as a channel member. Remember, these videos are only possible with your support. You can show that support with a like, a subscribe, and by leaving us a comment and sharing your feedback. Community first, and go Commando. Hey there, Flesh and Blood folks, and welcome back to Dice Commando and Go Again, a fabulous cast. Today, talking about Vynsset. So we saw the reveal for young Vynsset, which, since it doesn't have the thing, we're assuming will apply to the adult version of our new Shadow Runeblade hero. And I do have to say, as someone who thinks Runeblades are mathematically advantaged in this game, doesn't mean they win everything all the time. Again, data is what it is. But it's very hard to argue that Runeblades, by and large, don't have a mathematical advantage within the game. And when I saw Vynsset's ability, I got pretty worried. And I want to talk about that today and why in terms of turning you on with your on-hit effects. So, at the start of your turn, banish a card from your hand. If you do, create a rune chant token. Okay, so that's a thing. And whenever you play a shadow non-attack action card, you may pay 1 health. If you do, the next rune chant effect that would deal damage this turn cannot be prevented. So why is that a big deal? Well, cards like this. If meet and greet hits, if you have dealt or deal arcane damage to opposing hero, meet and greet gains go again. Consuming Volition. If you have dealt or deal arcane damage this turn, Consuming Volition gains. If this hits a hero, they discard a card. We have, so these are the two primary ones, but if I was a betting man, which I am to a certain extent, I would guess we're going to see a couple more of this type of card in the next set. Maybe they're shadow, whatever it may be. Sure, we've got the Runegate thing going on, so who knows how much space we'll actually have. But Vynsset being able to turn on the on-hit effect is pretty massive, right? When you consider that from a rune chant perspective, making that rune chant unpreventable is a 1-to-1 health trade. It's a mathematically equal trade. Now, sure, he has to be generally ahead in order to make that happen. Doesn't necessarily have to have more health, but has to have momentum. You all get it. But being able to do this is pretty crazy. We've talked a lot in past videos, specifically, the Runeblade Advantage video, about how something as simple as Grasp Consuming Volition is an insane play. A 2-card hand for that, a blue and a Consuming Volition to grasp and throw Consuming Volition is crazy, right? We have the same for, now meet and greet, granted, you need a little more in that case because in theory you want to follow it up with a weapon attack, so on and so on and so on. You all get it, but being able to force that on hit effect is pretty big because, think about playing against Runeblades. A lot of the time, you will pitch a blue to eat a rune chant, and then it really turns off that on hit effect. You're a lot more willing to take 4 from something like a Consuming Volition when you're not going to discard a card because you'll just pay the 1, have the 2 floating for the eventual Rosetta swing coming at the end, and then you can just soak the 4. You don't have to worry about the card. But having taken a damage, granted he lost a health 2, or they lost a health 2, so net neutral there. But now that on hit effect is guaranteed, that's scary. That's scary. That's a breakpoint block threatening a card. This is a game changer. This is a really, really strong ability. And let's go ahead and put up Spellbound Creepers. Now, sure, you have to make sure that you've dealt the damage for the number of counters on Creepers, but being able to keep it around, being able to almost guarantee that you can keep it around a couple of times is a pretty big deal as well for Spellbound Creepers, because I've heard that card's good. I've heard that card can do things, being able to drop Go Again and get the action point. You all get it. Very, very scary stuff here from Vynsset. And if we get a couple more of cards like this, rough. And I also want to point out, remember, Seeds of Agony's back. Seeds of Agony, you can use his first ability, pump that out, come out. The attack comes in, dealing Arcane. That's aside from the fact that you just made a rune chant with him. Things start adding up pretty quickly with Vynsset, and that's pretty scary. So I think as we go into spoiler season, that'll start here very soon, we're going to have to very much track these on-hit type effects, and I think that he's going to be very scary. Rosetta Thorn or no, threatening on hits is the future of this game, and that's certainly the way that Runeblades are going to, well, this Runeblade is going to be able to do that in the near future. So anyway, let me know what else you guys are thinking. What else are you scared about? We also do have Dread Triptych, by the way. I didn't really want to spend a lot of time on that because it's just another Arcane if you've done it, and it's kind of expensive, and I think probably he'll be trying to do the RuneGate stuff, so I don't know that he'll be doing Dread Triptych, but it's out there, and it's also something, and you know, there's other stuff out there that does very, very similar stuff. So I would very much I very much think we should be paying attention to these type of cards and how they will combo, or not really combo, but fit into the overall package as kind of fillers. I mean, again, we still have Mauvrian Skies, and like that's kind of a thing to give go again. Meet and greet, you can guarantee a go again on meet and greet. Ugh, that's scary, like really scary. So anyway, let me know what you're thinking. What are you looking forward to? You scared? Looking forward to them? Either way, let me know in the comments below. Thanks, folks, and go Commando.